People frequently ask me why they need a workers' compensation attorney. Many times they're already receiving benefits, the insurance company is paying their medical bills, so they think, why in the world do I need an attorney? That's only going to mess things up. But you have to ask yourself, when you're in that situation, who are you relying upon? You're relying upon the two entities that are most likely to take advantage of you. One is the insurance company, and two is your employer. They have different interests than you. That's why you need someone on your side who's interested only in what's best for you. The first thing I always do when a person comes into my office is I make sure that their average weekly wage is calculated properly. Yeah, you might ask yourself, what does that technical term have anything to do with my workers' compensation claim? If the insurance company doesn't properly calculate that mathematical figure, they're going to underpay you benefits, and you're going to end up getting less money than you should. Ask yourself, do you know how much you're supposed to get in workers' compensation? Is it 50%? Is it 75%? Is it 80%? Well, I can tell you that there's actually more than a half a dozen ways to calculate the average weekly wage. Your benefits are 2/3 of your average weekly wage. That calculation is critical. And if you don't know exactly how that average weekly wage is calculated, that's why you need a lawyer. Let me just give you a couple of examples. I had a client recently who was injured on the job. She worked full-time. However, she had just gone back to working full-time about 4 or 5 months before her injury. Prior to that, she had been working part-time for about 6 or 7 years while she was raising her children. When the insurance company calculated her average weekly wage, they took into consideration her part-time and full-time wages, and as a result, her average weekly wage was underreported. This meant that she was receiving about $150 less per week than she should have been receiving. I went to court for her. I explained to the judge the law in this area, and ultimately, I won that case, resulting in a large retroactive award to my client, as well as ongoing benefits at $150 more than her previous benefit rate. Another example recently, I had a client who came in, and part of the reason that she came in to see me was because she thought maybe she should be getting a little bit more money, and it didn't seem right. As it turned out, her employer failed to report her monthly commission checks as part of her income. Well, all of your income counts towards that average weekly wage. This is just one example of why having a certified workers' compensation attorney is imperative in order to protect your rights. There are many other ways that the insurance company or the employer can intentionally or unintentionally take advantage of the fact that you are not experienced in workers' compensation. The insurance company has lawyers. Your employer has lawyers. You need to have a lawyer too. My office is located in Norristown, Pennsylvania, but I represent people throughout the state. I represent people locally in Bucks, Montgomery, Chester, and Delaware counties, as well as in the city of Philadelphia. However, I've had clients from as far away as Harrisburg and as far north as Scranton. If you have a Pennsylvania workers' compensation case, I can represent you regardless of where you are in Pennsylvania. So please, whether you're receiving benefits or the insurance company has denied your benefits, please contact my office for a free initial consultation.